Hey, what up, man? So, I was on the panel last night, and we were discussing the whole, um, you know, Harriet Tubman thing and whatnot, and it got um, transferred over to the whole back to Africa thing. A lot of things got brought up, but one of the reoccurring things that I kept being met with, for as a reason why you should leave here and go to Africa, is this whole, the design, it's by design for you to fail, and all these things and so on and so forth. And this is what I don't get, man. Okay, this is what I don't get. Outside of the Native American Indian, and the Caucasian, you are the longest tenured people in the country, okay? In the United States, right? Somehow, all right? Now, mind you, slavery happened, Jim Crow, all those things happened. True indeed, all right? But what you can also see, though, once those things were done and over with, okay? And you start getting the influx of immigrants to come here outside of the original immigration, like Asians, Arabs, Indians, all those things. Those people were able to come here, clean up, and dominate, okay? At a lesser clip than you, right? Asians make up, I think it's 5 to 7% of the 5 to 7% of the population, excuse me. All right. And the reason why I say the whole, it's by design for you to mess up, was hold you back and all this. Again, man, you have too many other people that came to the country and they succeeded. Okay, the same rules that you are privy to, that are open to you, the opportunities, the businesses, the laws, all these things. Okay, somehow, and money, you're making the money, because again, the buying power for the Black community in the United States is in the trillions. Okay, so you're making the money, right? And you're spending the money. It's going back into your economy, excuse me. So you can't say, well, like, they holding you out, and they're not, because you have the wealth, you have the things. It's just the fact of the matter that you aren't being wise with how you handle your money, what you do with it, all these things, right? All these things. So when you hit me with this whole, it's by design thing, no, it's not that it's by design. Because even if it was, by now, shouldn't you know the design? Shouldn't you have the blueprint, like, tattooed into your mind permanently? You already know what it is. I mean, because all in all, what has changed, right? The same things that the oppressor and white supremacy and shit did to you, 200 years ago, right? It's the same thing that's going on now, but actually at a lesser level, or lesser of a occurrence. It's not as violent and raw, and there are laws and other things in place, and yourself in place, to protect you against said white supremacy and oppression. So when I hear somebody come to me with, like, it's designed for you to fail, it's designed for you to, again, man, power don't worry about designs. If and when you focus on power, it circumvents all of that other shit. Is somebody gonna call you a nigga along the way? Yes. Malcolm X was right. What do you call him? A man with a fucking PhD, drives Mercedes-Benz, makes, a substantial amount of money. You call him a nigga. But you know what you can't call him? You know what I'm saying? You can't take all that shit away from him just by you calling him a nigga. He still got all that shit. He's just a nigga that's rich. He's a nigga with a Benz. He's a nigga that's a doctor. And 9 times out of 10, the person that's calling him a nigga is not doing as well as he is. we need to get out of this emotional, again, these emotional talking points, man, and these emotional outlooks on things, and being concerned with people not liking you because of your skin tone. Cool, because of your race. Cool. At the end of the day, what does it matter to me? Because if in D and you know for sure that somebody's being racist against you and they're discriminating against you because of your race, what you should be doing instead of worrying about what they're saying is getting the evidence, collecting everything you can do to prove it. Prove it. And you take it to the proper people you need to take it to and get those people demolished and shut down. Instead of these, when you know you in a checkout line and somebody says something to you, or somebody cuts you off in the street, or somebody says something to you on fucking social media where it really don't matter. When it comes to really, really, show and prove about this racist shit and make it change to the point of where motherfuckers are less likely to do it, niggas don't. Okay? But the whole thing, man, when it comes to, again, this blueprint shit and it's by design and you can't win, bruh. All the other people that came here and leapfrogged you have shown you otherwise. You have several blueprints. You have several designs of other people that you can look and see what they did to get around the obstacles, to get around the delays, to get around the systematic hurdles put in place for you to not be able to succeed. Because especially like Asians, bro. Asians got to figure it out because Asians came here and did so well. Again, they're out earning white people. Okay? You understand that? As small of a group as they make up of the population, they've came here, established themselves, set up fucking foundation, networks, all those things needed in order to out-earn the mythical white man. All right? So when a group does that, that's what lets me know that the whole this by design shit and all this other shit, bro, black people are delusional because you really think that the system is quote unquote so focused on to keep you down that it's going to allow another group of people, especially a small group of people, to come and outdo the person that's supposedly in charge. No. The power is not going to worry. Again, man, power is not going to worry about the lowest of the low, especially when you show yourself not to care enough to try and pursue power. You're going to have to focus more on the motherfucker that's making the power move, the small group. Because again, you don't always need an army, man. Like I said, a small group of specialists can end the whole war. One rightly and timely bullet can stop a war, can end any regime, any dynasty. So I would much rather be worried about Asians, Arabs, and Indians, and all these other type immigrants that come here and are making themselves financial juggernauts that compete with me and have come to surpass me. Not only that, like I said, when it comes to STEM and development and all these other things of these higher level occupations and things, they're even doing it there. Okay? So this whole by design thing, man, this whole, everybody's out to get us and stop us and hold us back. Right? It's just not true. The sad and ugly truth of the matter is, like I said, they don't have to worry about you because they know not enough of you niggas are going to do what's necessary in order to change anything. You're going to sit back and you're going to say, oh, they're not letting me succeed. They're not letting me. They got it mapped out. Bro, what have they changed since Civil Rights Act? Let me know. Again, tell me how much worse it's gotten since the Civil Rights Act. When they were sicking dogs and spraying motherfuckers down with water hoses, beating motherfuckers in the street, in public, and not giving a damn. Tell me how it's gotten worse today. I guarantee you there's more police killings and shit back then in the 60s. Hell, fuck the police shit. They let the They handed the niggas over to the angry mobs and the KKK. Disappear and never be seen again. When the last time that's been documented here? But y'all want to act like police brutality is oh so bad. Police killings of black people are oh so bad. All these things, man. You have to be ready, willing, and able to stop making excuses, bro. All right? If you know there's a blueprint, learn it. So you can master the map or the building or navigate and know where you're going, know what you need to do. You already know where the hurdles are. You know where all the traps are. You know what the security system looks like. So if you're trying to infiltrate, you're trying to get in so that you can be successful, right? You're going to take the necessary steps to learn that quote unquote blueprint so that you can dominate, right? So that you can dominate the situation and, more importantly, be in control of yourself because you know what's coming, all right? Like I say, it's like a team running the same exact play for you the whole game and you losing. The same play, right? It's nothing has changed as far as white supremacy goes and all these other things, all right? Still, your biggest hindrance in the black community is yourself. Whether it be you're not taking advantage, you're not taking all the important things serious, like education and all these different things, or it be continuing to have kids as you live in poverty, knowing how much it costs to raise a child, knowing you don't have that money, knowing you don't have a career or a job field that can support a family. You continue to have kids. That's whether you be married or unmarried. You know, just because you're married don't mean you should have kids, man. You can't afford them. That's just as bad as the single moms out here running around willy-nilly, having a kid every other year and having taxpayers pay for it. But this blueprint shit, man, it's got to stop. It's got to stop being an excuse in order for people to just not compete. Black people don't want to compete, man. On the global scale, on the big scheme of things, on the big stage, niggas do not want to compete. When it comes to each other, all day, I'm fresher than you, I'm richer than you, niggas, let's play big bank, little bank, all this other shit. Niggas will talk all that shit to another black person. But when it comes to that Asian and Arab, never. All they're doing is paying them money. That's all they're gonna do. Pay them money. But that's that on that, bro. And I'll catch you on the next one.